Looking at the euro yen here on the daily time frame, you can see that price is coming back into supply from 133 all the way up to about 134. So this is really a decision point in this market to see what's going to happen up here. Is the uptrend going to continue on, or are we going to fail in this area here? Now, since we are in an uptrend, the thing to assume would be that price is going to make a new high. However, as we come into the zone, and this is the reason why zones are so important, is as we see price coming into this area overall, we need to be aware that this is where price could fail. Okay, we have a decision. Are bulls gonna power through this level, or are they not? Okay, so those are the, and that's why the zones are so cool, is because they highlight these decisions areas for us, okay? So we got to find out whether or not price is going to do what it's going to do. So I'm going to assume that the uptrend is intact and price is going to go rocking through this area here. And as you can see, price did some nice bounces in the daily demand zone from 132 down to about 130. So it bounced off of that area and then started moving to the upside very, very nicely, and as we would expect to see happen here. So we'll continue to watch this market over the next week, but I'm thinking it might jostle around here no matter which way it goes, whether it goes up or down. I think it'll put some sideways bars just because you have bulls and bears going to fight it out. And if this is a real good supply area, you're going to see it reform into demand right around in this range as well, or inside this zone as well. So needless to say, over the coming week, I expect for price to come up and down and up and down, and at least reform this level to some degree. As we look at the 60-minute time frame here on the euro yen, you can see that this big daily supply zone, we have a few different levels inside of there, a few different 60-minute zones. So this could be a nice slow chop as price goes from level to level inside here. Okay, so we're looking at price slowly bouncing through each and every one of these levels. And notice that several of them are this nice aqua color over here. As price is doing its thing, I could see it being nice and slow and pretty choppy as bulls and bears really figure out what they're going to do around in this level. Now, yes, the trend is definitely up on this market, but it could still be very nice and kind of choppy as this price slowly works its way through all of these zones. Looking at the Euro Aussie, we can see that price has just taken out previous supply over here at the right around the 122.5 level, or excuse me, 152.5 level. And as it's done so, I'm really looking for price to come back down into this previous area here, reform, and then pop back up. And when I say reform, I'm looking for supply to become demand, okay? So this means that the supply and demand curves are shifting here. So I'm looking for new demand to extend out to the right here, something like this. And as we see this new demand come into play, more than likely what will happen is another bounce will happen off of this demand zone, and we'll see a brand new high yet again as price moves in its typical wave formations. Now moving down to the 60-minute time frame here, you can see that kind of drew this out from the big time frame perspective, but I would really like to see price come down here to this brown zone, bounce off of it one more time, form this new daily demand zone that we have right here, and then continue to push on up in the uptrend that it's currently in here. But yet again, it's just where my eye naturally goes, is this nice little support zone that we have here from right around 151 down to about 151.32. Great little demand zone to see price bounce off of yet again and then move to the upside.